Welcome back, guys. Your boy Jamal Kyle.
Your boy Rob here.
Welcome back to another edition of Bear Seasoning. What we doing today?
Today we are going to make some churros.
Churros.
Honestly, it's kind of my first time making churros, so we're in for a little treat. We're gonna make a little bit of a twist on churros though. We're gonna make churros, but we're also gonna make like an ice cream churro bowl.
Honestly, we don't know if it's gonna come out that, so we shouldn't have said anything, we should have just allowed it. Because we didn't know how
we're gonna surprise you guys, but honestly, you guys know what it is now.
Let's just say we're making churros and wait to see how everything comes out. The basis of our churros, starting off with 1 cup of water, 6 tablespoons of sugar. I'm gonna put the butter in first and bring it to boil. I didn't even turn the stove on. Such a waste.
I'm having trouble still.
That's why I keep hands around. I keep telling you guys. You know? I see stuns.
Hear this guy.
All right, we're gonna wait for that to melt.
Wash your hands.
In these times, washing hands is very serious. So please.
I hope, as long as he knows.
Please.
As long as he knows.
Can I get a spatula or something?
Sorry, I gotta wash my hands. Just touch my face.
You guys are getting this guy, right? Oh,
touch my face, gotta wash my hands. Don't wanna be that guy to be like, yo, didn't you touch his face like 2 seconds ago? No?
Butter's melted. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my sugar once I get a spatula from this place here.
Yo, the spatula's right there, you know.
Where?
Spatula's right there. The same place I told you it was 2 minutes ago. That's crazy.
This is a spatula. This looks like a spatula to you?
Oh man, that's crazy. Man said spatula. Thought he said whiskey.
Yeah, spatula and whisk. They do sound alike, don't they? After this, I'm going to let this sit and then I'm going to add in my flour. Now that my butter has melted, I'm going to go ahead and add in my flour. 1 cup of flour.
What kind of flour do you use?
I use all-purpose, white all-purpose. Once again.
Take this guy in. This guy in.
Black all-purpose flour. Alright.
Oh shit. Good thing you got your apron alive.
Good thing I got my apron.
Alright, what are your next ingredients?
After this, I'm going to put in my eggs and my vanilla. And then it goes into the piping bag.
Are you sure you don't need more?
That's what it's called. It's called
the piping bag.
It's called the piping bag. Relax. So I've gone ahead and put in my eggs. I'm gonna mix this all together now. Yo, this thing is old, fam. Holy smoke!
Guys,
yes,
we've been trying to get a little. We're trying to get a little bit of some sponsorships. We need some equipment.
This is
we're trying to give
but it works, product. As long as it works.
I was using a spatula to pour the batter out. You're joking.
You haven't got a part. You use what you have.
Yo, somebody come get this guy, yo.
What did they use back in the 18th century? Actually,
I'm sure they weren't making churros back then.
Of course they were.
Okay.
What do you know about Mexican heritage, Rob?
Clearly nothing.
Churros are Mexican, right?
The history of the churro begins in China, where traders from Europe first nibbled on golden brown donuts called yuchao.
Churros are Mexican, right? Yeah, churros are Mexican, man. We finally got our consistency of our batter correct. I'm gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes in the fridge. From there, it should harden and be good enough to, yeah.
The man says it's ready still.
It's ready. It's ready still.
We're gonna have a little bit of ice cream, but we're also gonna have some caramel. So making your caramel from scratch is pretty easy. So what we're gonna do is first, we're gonna take about just under a cup of cream. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add that to our pot. Okay. Then we're gonna take about 3 cups of brown sugar. Our brown sugar is already pretty much granulated. After we add our brown sugar, we're gonna add 3 teaspoons of honey into it as well. So we got our honey in. And now we're gonna let it heat up, and we're gonna mix it before we add in our butter, which is our last ingredient.
There ever been a time where like you thought you had the sauce, but you didn't really have the sauce?
Honestly, there's probably been a couple times. When it comes to I remember when I was in high school. And I used to get bare custom fitteds. I used to get fitteds from New Era, like different colors, all different types of shit. And I remember one time I got this green and white fitted. You know, trying to rep the Nigerian heritage.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Got this green and white Yankee fitted. It was crazy, bare Yankee logos all over it, whatever. So I remember one day I pulled up to school. I'm wearing the fitted that I got. I'm wearing a long white tee and a just shorter long green tee. So I'm wearing like a triple X white and a double X green tee. I'm wearing some regular jeans and I'm wearing some white and green Fat Farms. Honestly, I went in thinking like, yo, and mans were gassing me. My brothers were gassing me too. They're like, yo, the fit is hard.
So
honestly,
who had to bring you back down to earth?
It was a shorty that I was talking to at the time. She was like, honestly, Rob, you're doing a little overkill with the green still. She's like, the fitted is nice.
It's a wild fish.
She's like, the fitted is nice, but I think where she had enough was the Fat Farms.
Wild fish.
The white and green Fat Farms, she wasn't with it. And honestly, in hindsight, I was
you
wild.
probably had the checker laces too.
Nah, I didn't even know how to do those. I can't lie. The Bridget had those, but I didn't have those. So what about you? Because I know there's bare times where you thought you had the juice and you're a juiceless. Juiceless. Let him hear. Let him hear. What up?
It's like going into grade 8. No, this is the first day of grade 8. Back then, and one was big. And one mixtape, and one shoes, all of that.
Yeah.
So this is just before the first period bell. Mm-hmm. We're hooping. We're hooping. And the man goes, yo, those aren't and ones, those are from Payless.
Man had the and fours.
Yo, you have to look around to see if anyone caught the embarrassment. Oh man, I think I wore my socks for the entire day after that. I
remember when Madam couldn't afford the name brands and you had to get the Payless joints.
Yo, Payless shoes are hard. I mean
they were durable. They were durable.
Have sauce, but Payless shoes are hard, yo. Shout out to Payless. Don't send me anything, but just shout out to Payless.
Didn't they go out of business?
No, Payless is still around.
Okay, sorry, that was just.
You can buy shoes for $15. Where are you going out of business? That's the ultimate Lolo. Holy.
Alright, so now with our caramel sauce, it's almost done. I'm just gonna add this butter here into the pot. Let that get hot, and we're gonna let that sit, let it simmer, let it come to a boil. So we're good to go here on the caramel. When it's done, we'll check back in. Now our churros are ready to come out the oil, so we're gonna put them in our what do you call it? Cinnamon sugar. Cinnamon sugar. We put cinnamon and powdered sugar, some sorts. So you want to get that nice and coated. See, straight out. And you want it to come straight out the oil into the sugar, so obviously it sticks on. So with ours, our churros curved a little bit just because the way we were putting them in.
Bend like banana.
The way it was put into the oil.
This looks absolutely wonderful.
It took us a while. Honestly, the churros weren't as easy as our recipe as we thought they would be. We're gonna probably put out some bloopers for this episode.
Our bowl didn't come out as well as we wanted it to as well, but
it's all good. So now we got our ice cream, we got our churros in a nice little bowl, and now we're gonna do the final touches. Add a little bit of caramel and just.
I'd rather dip, but you can do that.
Go 1, 2. And then we have the rest to dip if you'd like. So this is our churro bowl. This is what we meant the entire time. This is what we meant by a churro bowl. We didn't mean the bowl that we were talking about before. So this is it.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, follow, hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on IG, send us some suggestions. Stay
Let us know
on
what you
my
want.
comments too.
Take care.